Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.co.uk. I'm Heidi Smith. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the South Warwickshire in the United Kingdom. And today I'm creating a project using the fabulous hand-penned petals suite, which is absolutely beautiful. These lovely sketchy flowers with infill stamps, lovely little sentiments, and the they're not called hand pen dies, but they're the dies that go with them, that cut out not only the main images, but you've also got some detailed layers as well. And at the end of the video I'll show you a version of the card using the detailed dies instead. You've got some lovely flowers and leaves as well, and a super scalloped border. I haven't used that one so much yet recently, but I will be doing. And as you can see, I do my little stuff, CD case with some extra little bits and pieces in there, ready for quick and easy crafting, my little leftovers. And the new stamp sets you'll see here have actually got printed on them where the stamps go. So when you receive them, they're attached to the acetate layer, but you can attach them to the inside of your stamp case and easily see if one is missing. So that's the stamp set and dies that go with it, and then there's some lovely paper which I'm going to be using today. So super colours in here: cinnamon cider, garden green, mint macaron. Then on the reverse some more sort of neutral overall designs. So mint macaron, lovely blushing bride, bit of a daffodil delight there as well, and some pale papaya as well. Some of the new colours would blend with that as well. Sort of going towards the orangey tones. There we go, some pale papaya, a bit of Highland heather, small mint macaron, and you can see a lovely Highland heather. Again, sort of misty moonlight coming in here with the Highland heather and the petal, not petal pink, blushing bride. This one is a strong one. That's probably my. I love the colours, but of all of them, it's my least favourite. But I love the reverse of it. You can see this lovely green, garden green shades on the back. Then another sprays of flowers, and then some lovely so saffron through to daffodil delight yellows on the reverse. So the paper comes in 12 by 12 sheets. You get 2 each of the 6 designs, which you can see there, and say they're all double-sided. So in one side the florals, on the reverse you've got the lovely patterns, and a suite which I absolutely love. There's some genial gems. I think those are in this suite. I can't remember, but I've got some here. Pale papaya and mint macaron, I think. Might be soft succulent. Anyway, there's some gems as well. So, the card I'm going to make today, I'm actually going to do one of my suspension cards, and you'll see here, this is a really easy one to do with these big floral images, and I've backed them with ones cut out of thick basic white. That makes it really nice and sturdy and easy to open and close. You see I've used that lovely paper there, and a bit of blushing bride. So I thought I'd stick with blushing bride and go with a bit of misty moonlight, and I'm going to use this paper here, which is blushing bride. So what I've done is I've created a card base, which is half sheet of A4, so 14.5 by 21, 5 3/4 by 8 1/4, scored at 4 1/8 or 10.5 centimetres. And I have marked on the side there at 3.5 centimetres on both edges, which is about 1.5 inches. So you just do that, and I've just used an erasable pen for that. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this to my layer with my seal. It's a really pretty overall design, but it's some lovely stuff, subtle colours. And then that is going to go straight onto the front of my card. Like so. So you can still see those little marks that I've created. Okay. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to cut diagonally from this corner thereabouts down to. Now you'll need to use a little bit of pressure, obviously, because it's sort of 3 layers deep, and then I'm going to do the same. So again, lining at the point with the, like so. And that one I didn't quite use as much pressure, so that's I'm just going to go through. And if you haven't quite gone all the way through, if you just take your snips and just cut, you will find it'll come away like so. So that one can go to one side, and that's our card base ready to go. Now what we want to do is do some stamping, and the lovely thing about these stamps is the way that they infill. So I've actually already cut two with Memento, but I'm just going to show you the way I tend to do it. And I say I tend to because you can guarantee sometimes on a video I won't. So I don't always do it the same way, but this is what I would recommend if I was doing a class and teaching you face to face. I'd be going, this way is the better way. So I stamp my image using my Stampin' Pierce mat because it's a photopolymer stamp set. So you want to get that nice crisp image by adding a bit of cushioning. Then I'm going to use my die, and this one is really easy to line up because it lines up with the leaves, and I just pop a little bit of post-it note tape, and you'll notice that I'm die cutting it now rather than when I've actually coloured it. And as I've said in my other videos, the reason I do that is because if I go wrong, and you know sometimes we all make mistakes, it slips slightly, this way I haven't done all my stamping, so it's just to save me messing up. So using the mini cut and emboss, which are a little travel sized or dinky sized machine, and most of the Stampin' Up dies will fit in here. If you have a look, they'll have the mini cut and emboss symbol showing. Just layer that up and pop that through. Just a nice little hand crank machine that folds up, you can see, really sturdy. And that will just pop out. And you see you've got a lovely image, and that's nicely die cut. So now I'm going to go ahead and do some of my my flowers. So I'm going to stick with the main image being pink, and I'm going to have my other flowers blue. So I'm actually going to want a little scrap. I've just got a scrap of paper here. Misty Moonlight is still quite a dark colour, so I like to stamp off with that for the flowers. So tap 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 to ink up your flowers. It isn't an exact match, it's supposed to be sketchy, so you just pop that over and you'll see a lovely lovely floral image. We've then got our next size one as well, and our other similar flower over here. And then I'm going to come in with my little smaller flowers, my little pair. Oh, that was my smaller one. There we go. I can't see it right now. Have I left it? Okay. Ah, there we go. There's my little pair. So I'm just going to come in, stamp those off, and these ones do these little duos of flowers just here. Like so. So just that hint of blue, and then I'm going to come in with some mint macaron for the leaves. Again, so keeping to the colours of the images. Actually, what I have done is I've only done the one. What I ought to be doing right this moment is cutting my other image, stamping my other image as well. Okay, well, I'll do that in a moment. So this larger one does the large leaves, and then you've got a little dinky leaf here. So having got that out, I might as well get my second one. So there we go. So you see that just, repeat stamping all the way around for those leaves. So there we've got one done. So I can come in and do the remainder of my leaves. So let's grab my small flower. So my small flower, this one, here we go, that one up there. My larger flower, this image here, and then my blue just stamped off. Just be careful when you've got lots of ink pads, make sure you are using the right one. Wouldn't be the first time, but you don't want to contaminate those ink pads either. And I say, just, and you see how quick and easily those come together with a lovely sort of sketchy feel. And obviously you could colour those in with Stampin' Blends if you prefer a more precise feel. You could do a bit of watercolouring maybe. But I like the fact that these are filled in with these lovely floral images in this sketchy manner. I think it makes a really pretty flower. So now what we want to do is we want to grab our two plain ones cut out of thick basic white and our card base. And what we want to do now is add glue onto the front of these. And what I'm actually going to do is cover pretty much the whole of the front of those. Now you could run those through if you wanted with the self-adhesive sheet, but believe you me, the seal works just as well. And all I'm going to do now is put my image so that it doesn't hang over the side, and fold my top piece down, and I'm going to do the same, but first of all I'm going to line that up on the right hand side like so. Then put my second one in again, pop that right in the top corner, and you'll see, so it's not going to overlap with my other one. And there you have it. And it's really easy then to do exactly the same on the reverse of these. Now if you want to, you could use wet glue if you prefer. I'm going to use my Tombow here. That's great for getting into those edges. And it does give you a bit of wiggle room as well. So I would use my Stampin' Seal or Seal Plus for the big images, and then I'm going to use some Tombow for the top ones. And all we're going to do, this is that makes it so straightforward, is now line those up. So look at where your leaves are, and then I'm just going to come in and overlay that image. Now if you wanted to, you could always use a piece of coloured card and offset those if you wanted, to give you a different look, almost like a shadow look, but I just wanted this simple elegance of these flowers. And finally you can just come in that bottom corner and add a little stamping if you want to. So there's just enough space for me to come in there, and I'm probably going to use my Misty Moonlight to make that stand out. And I'm dragging that down towards me, which is no good for you when I'm on camera, but I'm just going to open that up and I'm just going to tuck that right in the corner there. So there we have our original one. There we have our original design. I actually prefer that one. I think the flowers stand out a little bit more. And then another way to use the dies to create a similar card, I've actually added the layer back in that I'd cut out, and then I've added the simple shape and the die cut shape on the top instead. So that kind of gives you three quite different looks, all using the same technique. One, adding the flower panel back inside. Two, using the just the aperture, as you can see there. And this one I like because I've actually been able to add my sentiment on as well. So thanks for watching. If you'd like to buy any of the hand pen petals, stamp set and coordinating dies, you get the 10% off bundle. And I'd love it if you subscribed, liked my YouTube, and if you become a customer as well, that would be lovely. You know, little demonstrator, every customer makes a world of difference. So thank you for watching, and come back and see me soon. Bye now.